Good evening, everyone. How are you? So, how many days of induction has been completed so far? So, are you done with induction? Still the last session left? So, I promise you I can wrap up in 30 minutes. The only thing is I need energy from you guys. Okay, and I need an equal participation. So, what I want to cover with you guys today is my experience of around 19 years, why I failed, and how you should not fail. That is very important. Because if you fail, you'll take 19 years to recover just like me, which you don't want, right? You want to succeed fast. Yes, no. I don't hear the energy. Yes or no? Nice. Okay. So, what we will cover is a story, and let's see if it makes sense at the end of the day. If it doesn't make sense to you guys, just leave it. Okay. Anyways, you scroll Instagram every day. So think today I did not scroll Instagram and I was just listening to this guy for 30 minutes. So what is this? Anybody? I like. You guys know the trends. Okay, okay, guys. Stop, stop, stop. What is this? Very good. How about this? Okay. So what is all common in all the three? Sorry? Can somebody said trend, right? It is a trend. It is happening all around you and you are able to observe it. And people who adopt the trends fast grow. Is it so? Do you think so? Not every time. Makes sense. Let's see. Now think of any company which has the highest market cap. Any company. I don't hear anything from my left side. Okay, just look into this now. Now, if you look into this, what you really see is one, the company on the left hand side are the young companies which are not older than 2 decades, but they have the highest market cap. Then the companies which are there from many decades. So this is a trend these days. Companies with new ideas, with new trends are picking up. And what are they picking up actually? These are some of the companies which I showed in your previous slide, just to give a recap. So what are these companies? E-commerce companies. All of them are e-commerce companies? Yes, no, yes. Think more. Somebody said marketplace. Who was that? I like it. These are all platform businesses. You create a platform, people come on the platform, they use the platform, you make money, they make money, done. And that is why everybody is creating these services on the platform now, or you are creating your own platforms. But will this trend continue for years? It may or it may not be. Because maybe after 15 years, one of you is standing here and telling my kids that tell me the company which has the highest market cap, and none of them is there. Something else will be there. So we don't know what is going to be the trend of the future. But today, we see these platform companies are there. Simply like you said, you have supply, you orchestrate a platform, people use it, that's it, simple. And these companies work on something called a subscription based model. You subscribe to a service and you make money out of it. Yes, no? Okay. Now, now if you look into this, if you can really zoom, if you can really look into it, what really has happened is technology has been evolving, but from last few years, it is not evolving. It is flying. How many of you are using OnePlus? My God, a lot of you. OnePlus launches phone twice in a year, right? And people are buying it. Yes. When they did the first launch, second time in the year, people are saying they are gone mad. Why they are doing it? Nobody is going to buy it. But now people are buying it. Why? Because there is a demand. People want it, and it is happening. People are upgrading phone every day because technology is upgrading. You have to upgrade it. People who are using iPhone upgrade every 2 3 years. Either Apple will force you to upgrade. One. Second, you feel that you are lagging in technology, which is not true in all the cases, but yes, you feel you don't have a good processor, you don't have a good camera, your processing is slow, blah, 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 your screen is old technology and you should go for it. This is what is happening on the hardware side. But on the software side, how many of you are using ChatGPT on your phones? Okay. ChatGPT had the highest 1 million downloads ever by any app. Why? Because people want it. Before ChatGPT or any GPT, people were using what? Google. And Google is just collection of those links that you can go search, summarize. But now you use GPT. It is easy to use, one. Second, it is based on the new technology. And they keep evolving. 4.0, 4.1, then beta, they are keeping evolving all the time. So this means the technology will keep evolving and the trends will keep changing. So whatever we saw so far as a common trend, which I shared only one of them, which is subscription-based model, will it suffice forever? It may not. So the trends will come and go. For example, your kunafa, it may not be there after 2 years. So should I invest in setting up the factory? May or may not be. Let's see. To identify the trends, what I really want you guys to go and keep in your mind is this. One is user behavior. Second is cultural shift, business model, industries, and geographies. This is something, is the base that we use to identify a trend. If you see there's a change in behavior, how people are using services, that means this trend is going to continue for long. For example, a lot of people are today talking about glasses, which are smart glasses in nature. Yes? 2016, I was in Tel Aviv airport, Israel, where I saw Google Lens. But that time we are not ready for it. I wore those glasses. I felt like I'm a robot. I said, no, I don't think I should ever use them again. I was feeling dizzy. But now, when I talk to people like you, people who are young, who are using VR, they say, no, it's possible. We should use them. They'll help us. They will bring visualization to the forefront. We are changing now. So now is the time where we are ready for these smart glasses. So user behavior has changed. We are now more acquainted toward this technology and we can use it. So that is very important part of it. Cultural shift is one more very deep aspect that we should always remember. Whether culturally are we ready for such changes? Let me ask you a simple question. When you were growing, when you were a kid, how many times in a week you are eating outside food? Daily? I hope I'm not talking to a toddler here. How many of you? Once in a week, twice a week, or every day? Once or twice in a week, right? How many times you ordered food from outside? Hardly, right? But today, people order it every day. Working people feel, how can I cook food for myself? Let's subscribe for the food. There are a lot of healthy options available where you can subscribe for the food. Your grofers, your big basket, your Zepto, where are they coming from? They are coming from the cultural shift which happened during the COVID. People never wanted to go out and buy the grocery. So I'm okay to pay some extra money, but you deliver these groceries at my home. So any business which is delivering facility, goods at my home, I'm okay to invest some money in it. So people are ready to invest in services now. Earlier, people will say, no, I'll go and get it myself. Why should I pay you 2 rupees extra? But now people don't care about it. They want services because there are other factors which are coming into picture. Business model is very important. Whether this business is going to make money out of it. Today, a lot of company, a lot of unicorns are born with a lot of fundraising they are doing. But will it sustain is a question. I cannot take the names, but there are a lot of unicorns which happen in India. They sponsored Indian cricket team also. But where are they today? They are not there. So are they trends to be followed? No. Their course correction has to be done in case we want to follow the same model. And industry, which industry you're operating? For example, healthcare. It is very, very sensitive. Finance, it's very sensitive. So what changes are happening there? Finance, for example, will everything go to generative AI? The answer is no. You still want as human to go give the sign off before you transfer the money. A human to give a sign off before you fire a nuke. So these industries will have a lot of human dependencies still for us. And geographies are very important. Which area of operation are you choosing for yourself? Now with this, basically, you can identify a trend. Now, when I do this trend, some top trends which I see happening around us, these are a couple of them. I just bought it for you guys. You can have a look. Again, typical IT trends, machine learning, generative AI, data science, all that stuff going on. Now, this is my favorite. What is trend and what is fad? Okay. Something which came in and went out. And then nobody remembers it. These are some of the examples where we can talk about what are the trends and what are the fads. So what really happens is, again, this is example, give you a classic example. How does a trend establish? Trend is not established in 2 or 3 days. Trends take time because they get matured over a period of time. Because whenever you launch a product, whenever you launch a service, it is never launched to the masses. You launch it to a limited users, limited geographies. And this is where you start understanding your users, understanding the technology stack behind it, understanding the nuances of the cases. And this is where we say we are nurturing the trend. We are innovating all the time. And a fad generally picks up very fast and then crashes after it. Whereas a trend will not crash because it will live to the expectation of people what it is being built for. For example, your iPhone. You might debate about it, but it has been more than 2 decades where iPhone is still being used and people are using it and they're happy about it. If you look into the first iPhone and today, there have been a lot of changes. It has evolved and there are so many changes which they're doing today. People say, it's a fad. It is coming and going. They're launching every year. But every year they are bringing a lot of changes along with their phones. So again, like I said, see the steep rise. Today where you are sitting is powered by Gen AI, which means a lot of data analysis is done by machines. A lot of data processing is done by machines. Data set is becoming very big for researchers. So accuracy is increasing. So the market trends are going to change a lot. New things are getting launched very fast. Technology is at its peak, be it hardware, be it software. So you are backed by a good technology stack and the market is opened. User is very open to the changes. So everything is running at a rapid speed. But what really is happening today is change. We are changing a lot. And change is constant from the day of Mahabharata, okay? It's not new. Changes have been happening in the past also. Today and tomorrow they will happen. But the fact is, are you ready for the change? There are a lot of people who don't believe in change. They'll say, "अरे ये तो आया, ये तो चला जाएगा." When banks started computerization 3 decades, 2.5 decades back, a lot of employees were very, very, negative about it. No, they cannot replace us. We should not learn computers. We have unions which will safeguard our jobs. Nothing will happen to us. What will happen? What happened to them? They got VRS and they are out of system. There are some of them who learned computers, who upskilled themselves, and they use this as a chance for themselves to upgrade, look for new avenues, and they grew. So what really changed was that you take every change as a chance. Now, what really happens in every change in your life, guys, is that change is never an easy process. The red part, if you can see, is the value of despair. How many of you want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or sleep early? I am 120% sure, not even 100% sure, you have joined the college. Yeah, and your motivation is very high. You are very committed. Maybe Monday you'll do it. Tuesday you'll do it. Wednesday your friend will say, "अरे चलो चाय पी के ना चलते हैं." Then you'll do some Instagram. Then you'll talk to your friend and they'll say, "आज तो नहीं हो पाएगा, कल से करेंगे." Then 2 days, "अरे अब तो नहीं हो पाएगा, परसों से करेंगे." Then the excuse will be, "Now it's weekend, let's do it from next Monday." So you will break this trend, and then there will come a point in your life where you will say, "I cannot do it." I'm giving you this example because this happens to everybody. This happens to everybody, and you say, "You know what? I'm not a morning riser. I cannot get up in the morning." But trust me, every human being has got almost the same DNA. We all can get up early in the morning. It's only about setting our priorities right. If I tell you, you will get 1 crore rupee if you get up at 5 o'clock, for next 10 days, everybody will get up. Right? Then your night owl will go away. You will sleep on time. You will get up on time. So first is your priorities to be set up. And second, very important thing is, whenever you want to do any change, is the value of despair. If you see the red part, which is value of despair, this is a research done by Harvard, which says this is the point where a successful change is made. Every change that we do goes through this value of despair, where we feel this is the right stuff to do. Was it good to do an MBA? Is it the right thing? I have done it. People who analyze what went wrong. I am not able to get up 5 o'clock in the morning because I don't sleep early. Because X, Y, Z. Or I too much in the night, I cannot sleep early. Or X, Y, Z. I should go for a walk before I sleep. X, Y, Z. 100 different reasons. The moment you find your reason, you'll start sleeping on time. You'll see some improvement. Then you need to improvise. You improvise, and then you'll start results coming for you. And this happens to every change. This is not again, this is for every change that happened in corporate today. I have done so many changes where we say, this product we will launch 1 billion customer. Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it in a 2 day. By the way, today I handled a customer with 140 million active subscribers. And if somebody tells me, "Can you develop this CR for 1 million customer?" Oh, 1 million, I'll do it tomorrow. But the moment I went live with that CR, I realized I have hundreds of bugs. Then we'll say, we did overestimation. This is not the right way to do it. Did we do the right market research? Is this the right way to develop? Do we have the right team? And then you start blaming each other. This is the one excuse you can always go. The other way is sit down and find what should be done to come out of it. And I think this is where we should all focus on. Now, every change, there are early adapters and there are laggards. People who will think kuch nahi hoga. Last day to link your Aadhaar card to your PAN card is 31st. They will extend. Last day to submit your assignment is, say, Friday. They will extend by Monday. They'll extend it. I know they'll extend it. And then Thursday night you're writing it. Then you cannot get quality out of it. People who are achievers, people who are innovators, people who are good at things, they adapt the change fast. There will be so many cases where timelines will change for you. There will be changes in the plans for you. You need to accept them as soon as possible. That's why I said change. Changes are constant and they will come to you in life in different forms. Make sure you're ready for them. Now remember, I have been talking about, this word innovator, tech enthusiast and all. So this word innovator, what does innovation mean to you guys? Anybody? What is innovation? Anyone? Building new things. Okay. Create new ideas. Who was that? Okay, nice. Improving existing things. Nice. Very nice, guys. I like it. So somebody said making new things, right? What is invention then? Then what is innovation? So are they interrelated or no? Yes, no? Okay, how? Give me an example of innovation. What is this, innovation or invention? So did we invented fire? So we invented fire. So is it invention? Okay. So now we're talking about discovery, invention, and innovation. Okay. This is new. So we say there is discovery, there is invention, and there is innovation. So simple difference, something that existed, we found it, is discovery. Invention, we created, which never existed. Innovation can be increment of an innovation, of a invention. For example, your LEDs today. They are all bulbs, right? But modern bulbs. They are improvised, better for us. So some of the innovations, inventions that we have seen today. Now, you gave the good example. I never knew this slide was there. Okay. So iPhone is invention or innovation? Innovation. Why? Because phone was always there. Steve never made a new phone. He improvised on the phone. So innovation can be radical, incremental, and disruptive. So Henry Ford, when he was told, if I asked people what do they want, they'll say faster horses. That is disruptive. But what he made was a car. That's a disruptive change. I will give you something which runs on petrol, gas, and on engine, but it is different. It is disruptive. Incremental is our bulb or anything else, and radical can be totally different. Subscription based, your Ola. You don't need to own a car, but you can still use it anytime, anywhere. This is what we want to do. Now, when you talk about innovation, innovation is this is how it looks. Innovation is never so simple because innovation, somebody said, solving a problem. You're right. We solve a problem and we innovate. And problems are never simple. If problem was simple, it would have been solved yesterday only. Nobody would wait for today. So what we really do, we work on innovation processes. There are multiple processes. I will not start talking about that today. But innovation is a process. Remember this. How many of you are shifting homes today? This week, some of you might have shifted to Pune, right? Okay. And you will get your bag, your stuff from your hometown. Yes? Is it organized? And now you know everything where it is placed. If I ask you to get something, you'll be able to pick it up and give it to you, give it to me. Yes? Very nice. So I'll tell you my problem. Okay. I recently shifted to a new house. And the problem is even after 1 week of house moving, there are around 30-40 boxes in my house. And we have to open it and set them up. So one day I Googled and I found, home some service. They said, we'll set it up your home setting service. We'll set up your home for you. I said, very good, come. They came, they opened all the 30 boxes and they put the stuff somewhere here and there. They are gone. Now, I asked my wife, I need my passport. She said, I don't know. I don't know where they have kept. So you find it yourself. Okay. Few days, my son comes and my school is getting started. Where's my uniform? Oh, now where is that? So we are discovering it every day. We have a treasure hunt every day in our house to find our stuff. And then I went back and I was talking to one of my friends. He said, you know what, Ravinder, you forgot the basic principle of innovation, which says staying with the problem to solve it. You need to stay with the problem to solve it. You should have stayed with those 30 boxes for 1 month. Take one box at a time, set it up, and trust me, you would know today exactly where your passport was. So innovation, remember this, staying with the problem for long. Because if you can define a problem to a 5-year-old kid, you can solve it also. Okay, now trust me, this is the last one. I can already say some people are sleeping, and I don't want to sleep along with you. So, failures. How many of you have failed? Oh, I got so many friends of mine. And are you okay to talk about it? Yes, very nice. And are you okay to repeat them again? And have you repeated them again? Then they are not failures. They are negligence. This is negligence. When you do a same failure again, you don't label it as a failure. That is negligence. Or you want to do it, but you label it for your heart. I failed. If you learn from a change where you failed, you will never fail again. You never stayed with the problem that I failed. So we'll talk about this and how will you define a failure? Somebody who's sleeping, please tell me. What is failure? Okay, I like silence also. Okay, anybody? What is failure? Okay, nice, good. We know what is failure. Okay, so this is one definition which I got from Google. I still use Google sometimes. Okay, it gives good definitions. Now, whenever you fail, and I am sorry, I am using these images from all of them are girls. Okay. I'll tell you why they are girls, because I have delivered this session in a forum which was specific for girls. So this comes from there. Okay. So it's not a gender biased view from my side. Okay. In fact, male have tough time accepting they failed. Okay. I'm telling you, as a male, I'm telling you this. We fail to express our failures and accept it also. Okay. So when you fail, first, like you said, I tried my level best, I failed. This is what could have happened. Second is, why this happened to me? Why this happened to me? Why not my friend? Why me? Right? And the third very important is the social stigma or the taboo that we have with failure in India typically. In India, failure is seen as that you are lost. You have lost the battle of life. You cannot do anything. You did not get a college placement. Oh my God, you are the loser. Maybe वो पढ़ता नहीं होगा, शुरू से ऐसा था, all that stuff. But I was mentoring a guy. He called me. He said, "Can we talk?" I said, "Yes, tell me." And he said, "You know what?" He was crying actually, and he said, "You know what? My uncle told me you are a big stigma on our family. You could not clear UPSC." I said, "Okay, then what?" I said, "Is your uncle a UPSC?" He said, "No, he works in a private school." Then why are you crying? He would have not even written a mains for UPSC. You have written mains at least. So tell him, do you know what are the different options in mains? So don't take it from people. And who don't do anything, who don't know your journey. So failure is your, like I said, stay with the problem. The second part where you say, why it happened to me, not me. I was, this is destiny, this cannot happen to me. Failure are, see, like I said, change is going to happen, the failure is going to happen. I show you the value of despair, that is failure. And see, guys, this is start of your career, start of your curriculum. This sounds very heavy negative, right? He's talking about failures. But failures are bound to happen. And what if I tell you, the presentation which I'm using right now was made in just 10 minutes. Because the one I was supposed to use, I don't know where it is. It got deleted or where it is, I could not find it. And then I came to know it's a lot of traffic, so I have to rush. So I collected whatever I could and I said, let's go. Now, whenever failure happens, what we do generally, like I said, failure is constant in your life. People who try will fail. People who don't try will never fail. The first thing you should always remember, I failed because I tried, which is good. At least I tried. Somebody sitting next to me never tried. So I know one more way how not to fail. Okay, so please remember this. And failure is part of life. Failure will happen, like I said. Important is fail fast. Fail fast. You're not liking an apartment, change it. You don't like a job, change it. Don't crib in it for hours. Because corporate is not your, you're not a bonded labor. If you don't like a company, change it. If you don't like a subject, change it. We are not labor. We are not slaves. If you feel something you started, you feel, this is not my cup of tea. Should I change it? Yes, please change it. I know a guy, 3 years back, he started his career in blockchain. Today he's working in AI. He's a machine learning engineer. And today when I talked to him, I said, how do you feel, Akash? He said, I feel very happy because blockchain was never my interest. I always loved mathematics and machine learning is making me work a lot on statistics and mathematics. I'm very happy. So learn fast. And very important is recover fast. When you failed, you know the point of failure. वहां पे जल्दी पहुंचना है. We need to reach the point of failure fast because we should know whether this solution will work for me or not. So make sure you recover fast. I failed, I should not cry for 7 days. I should get up and start working on the next day. Like I said, if you failed multiple times, it is not failure, it is negligence. Analyze your failure, very important before you, like I said, 30 boxes, don't start unpacking it. Analyze what really happened. Analyze from your failures. I have seen, again, I'm a very old guy, okay. And I failed in a subject, okay, in my first year of engineering. Second day I started reading it, okay. आज fail हुए, कल सुबह पढ़ने बैठ गए. I will do machine drawing every day, 1 hour. Then again I failed. Then again I started saying, I'll do it again. Then again I failed. Then my senior told me, you're failing because you're not understanding the problem. The problem is that you're not practicing drawing. You are just focusing on the mathematics part of it again. So you need to start working on your drawing. The paper is engineering drawing, not mathematical drawing. So leave your mathematics, focus on your engineering drawing. So spend some time in lab with your seniors. With your juniors, it's okay, but you have to pass it this time. And when I realized, yes, I'm not practicing drawing, I was able to clear the exam. Learn from other failures. And one important is, first is accept and ask for opinion. I have seen when we fail, we make our own castle. मैं fail हुआ, इस करके fail हुआ, and this is what I'm going to do. Ask from your near and dears. People who surround you and are positive. Don't take it from anybody and anyone. People who are positive, who know your caliber, whom you can really trust. Ask from their perspective. Because they will give you a very candid feedback. For example, something you cannot do, you cannot do. But we are blinded that I should be doing it. They will give you a rational. आप कर सकते हो, नहीं कर सकते हो. Fail fast, switch somewhere else. For example, I'm scared of mathematics. So if I tell my friends from college that I want to do machine learning and I want to become a data scientist, they will start laughing at me. They know my caliber. They have seen my mark sheets also. So they'll say, Ravinder, what you're doing is very good. Keep doing this only. This is what you're made for. But if I tell them, you know what, I want to do something which is more on innovation, design thinking, patents, they'll say, yes, do it. Because this is which I love, which I have been doing successfully from last so many years. So this anchoring can be done by people who know you very well. And sometimes they expose you to the things that you even don't know. So very important here is, guys, that we learn from our failures. So failures are pillar of success. They are not something you should be worried about. Don't go for why. What happened and how can I fix it? That is how you should take the failure. What really matters at the end of the day is mindset. I failed, say, discover it. That I failed because of this reason. Let me work on it. This guy is a very good example. And now, in the end, why this all gyan? The whole life, the growth happens in this circle. There are trends, there are incidents which happen in your life all the time. You spot these changes which are happening, different instances happening in your life. You identify the change. You identify, you innovate. What should I do? You fail. Failing is important. You will fail. Understand it. You will fail. Learn from it. Consistency will help you, and then you'll grow. That is how it's going to happen, guys. Nothing is rocket science. In the end, this is what I see. Thank you so much.